Thank you for watching Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. If you're new to this channel, my friends and I go around central Nevada deserts and we fix springs so that the wild horses and the donkeys, their burros and birds and everybody else can get a drink of water. So we keep these springs running because the horses are pretty tough on them. This is Mustang Spring in central Nevada. You'll see this group of horses a bit more here. Isn't that a pretty horse? And here they come in. I think this is beautiful. I'm going to try to keep my narration to a minimum so you can listen to these horses, but when I see stuff that I think's beautiful, I'm going to say, oh boy, I think that's beautiful. Look at that shot there. Gosh. So these horses have been roaming the country for 300 or 400 years, maybe 500 years. A lot of them are from the original Mustangs that got loose from the Spaniards when they brought them here. I never knew that horses just put their lips on the water and then use their tongue inside or their jowls or something to suck the water up, but it's pretty efficient and quiet. I put this lower camera in, I call it a hoof-cam, but it comes in real handy on looking at their faces when they're drinking, huh? Those are the shadows of my pole that I have there. It's holding battery backups and the hoof-cam and my 360 on the top, which I'm able to rotate around and close up and stuff in edit. That gives us a better shot, better view of the horses and the surroundings. This spring's been running for about a month now without me having to do anything to it. The last time I repaired it, it's been keeping going. Mid-December, unseasonably warm for mid-December, probably about 65 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. Conversely, that water is 47 degrees. I measured it with my thermometer. I like to see these horses play with the water. You know, 8 months ago this spring was dry. You can go back to my episode where I think I've got 4.5 million views on it where I unplugged this spring in the first place. So if you watch my spring rescues, I've got maybe 30 episodes on working on these springs and filming the horses. It's magnificent as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely magnificent. Look at that shine. So beautiful. I like the waterproof factor of the GoPro cameras, but with my battery backups tied into the cameras, the ends are exposed. I try to tape them shut with electrical tape, but they're not waterproof like a good old GoPro. I could sit and look at nostrils flaring and whiskers and pretty manes and horse faces all day long. I really like the way their water drops play on the water. That horse's mane's all tore up, raggedy. Probably on account of these horses maybe getting some sort of winter coat. These horses, they let an awful lot of water drip out of their mouth. I think they're just tasting it sometimes. See all that water come out? I'm not a horse people. I'm turning into one. But I know you horse people in the comments always leave all kinds of really neat comments about what the horses are doing and such. No idea what spooked them there. My cameras don't make any noise. The reflections are nice. And I'm always amazed at how good these horses' hoofs look. They generally look like they just came from the farrier. But they don't have shoes on. Stunning. It's a very peaceful scene as far as I'm concerned. At a time where looking at a peaceful scene is very appealing. Just horses drinking and playing in the water. Nothing else. This one goes all the way over, which usually doesn't happen. Good job, horse. Dust flying everywhere. Got some red on the muzzle there, you see that? What a pretty horse. Yep. Very handsome. Why the long face? So I didn't know this was going to happen, but this next horse that comes over, this guy, he's going to mess up my hoof cam. You'll see it happen right before your very eye. See it turning right there? About an hour after these guys left, another beautiful group of horses came in, 8 of them. But thanks to our friend, we don't have a hoof cam on this one. Look at that beautiful group of horses. I consider myself very fortunate to be able to go out into the desert almost on a daily basis and look for these springs, make sure they're running. And if there's enough sign, I'll set up my cameras and battery backups and I'll film for the whole day. It's kind of funny how this group comes in. It seems like they just came in to check to see that the water was okay. Maybe get a little bit to drink, but it's not like they came here to get filled up with water. They sniffed around a little bit and then off they go. Well, it looks like we got something. And the hoof cam got booted. So we'll have to see what that ends up looking like. Thanks for watching Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. And remember, let's be good to one another, huh?